Green is building. I think we have green building a multi-gunner turret. And Tingu, the green player, elects to back off. He's got Apollos observing everything. So Tingu's got good map awareness. He knows exactly what's going on, and he's basically willing to let these peacekeepers die. Some kind of a gambit for better positioning. I'm not sure what he's doing. And the Apollos pick off a couple of Tengus as they try to go airborne. And that Apollo, that Tengu does not have. So Tingu hits the Tengus. Right. And the Apollos fly back to the base. Now at this point, Tingu has produced an armor facility. And he also has a multi-gunner turret on the left side, making it very difficult for any movement. He doesn't bring his Apollos all the way back. He lets the build radius of the armor facility do the work. At this point, Tingu does have 4 ore refineries. Plus the oil derrick, he has a big economic advantage. That economic advantage decreased by a little bit, but it's still there. And here we have the typical activity by Apollos and by Vindicators forcing Tengus off the ground. And Tingu has spotted these 10 or so Imperial warriors, and they go into shield mode and back off. And so right now, this is a pretty even game. We're seeing a lot of good action, with Tingu having a small economic advantage, which has just been erased. Now, there goes a Tengu into Tingu's walled up area, and at the same time, there's another Tengu here. So we've got simultaneous harassment. That harassment's going to end with the bombing. The Tengu couldn't leave the ground because of the Apollos. I'm not sure what killed the enemy there, but it is dead. So the harassment was successfully fought off. In effect, Steaven85 handed Tingu $1,600 because he did very little. He stopped ore collecting for about 15 seconds. And in place of that 15 seconds, he lost 2 Tengu. So that was a big loss for red. Green now goes in and is harassing the ore collector. That's a $1,400 unit. And red is going to stand up to the Apollos, and the Apollos are going to do a little bit of damage and then back off. And it's all about delaying the Tengus and not allowing them to just fly around and go wherever they feel like going. So at this point, we've got 4 Guardian tanks, 2 multi-gunner IFVs, and let's check on what kind of powers. He just has the Cryogeddon. And that Riptide ACV did manage to destroy the collector, the ore collector of Steaven85. So that's a nice little victory there. And we're going to see a bunch of tanks going in, and Steaven85 has no response to this. He has nothing but infantry, and he has some tank busters, but with the Cryogeddon having gone down in the middle of the tank busters cannot fight them head on. You'll notice we've got a Peacekeeper IFV, which will probably be used to shoot any infantry. And Tingu elects to go for the unit producing structure of Steaven85. He's going for the Mecha Bay. He's not going for his economy. He's not going for his power. And the Mecha Bay goes down. That's a big loss. At this point, Steaven85 only has 1 unit producing structure. He only has the Dojo Core. Tingu has crippled Steaven85 with all of these tanks, and they will go down. And the reason they're going to go down, and the reason he's microwing poorly, is we've got action in the base. We've got Tengus in his base, harassing harassing 2 ore collectors, and also another one here harassing the ore collector on the water. So all of this action inside his base, harassing all his ore collectors, is causing bad micro here with the tanks. And he lost 4 of those 6 tanks that he sent in, but he got the job done. At this point, the only thing Steaven85 can really do is try to cripple Tingu's economy. He's definitely done some damage to Tingu's economy. Steaven85 has been effective in that way. That collector's going to go down. So we got 2 ore collectors down. The Tengus do die, though, doing so. We got a 3rd ore collector down. So right now, Tingu is living off of 1 ore collector. To contrast that, Steaven85 is living off of 3, and then he may or may not build another ore collector there. So red has an economic advantage, but no buildings to create units to take advantage of all the money he's going to make. He is pressing forward. Another Tingu has been taken out. We've got heroic and a heroic Apollo. There's no way, those tank busters will take out that tank. The only thing the tanks have going for them is speed. And now, Steaven85 is going after, again, he's going after the economy hard. The dog comes out. Nice stop micro bombing. And now it looks as though these tanks, having repaired somewhat in the build radius of the armor facility, they are going to destroy the infantry there. A great battle between 2 clanmates, and the Mecha Bay is back up. It is tier 1 though. He can only build Tengus. So if Tingu responds with tanks, Steaven